Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome on back to another WWE Universe Mode episode right here on, of course, the Blitzwinger YouTube channel. And this is, of course, WWE 2K14. So, of course, coming off the heels of last week's show, when we found out that Bray Wyatt will indeed be challenging for the WWE Championship, which currently, of course, is being held by the one and only Batista. We found out that that will be our next matchup at Over the Limit, which sounds like a pretty interesting and intricate and interesting matchup between those two. But nonetheless, of course, let's get rocking and rolling with, of course, first off, Monday Night Raw. Then we would go over to Friday Night Smackdown. If you guys don't know how this works, of course, basically, I book the Monday Night Raw shows. Then Smackdown is auto-booked by the computer, basically. I only set up some of the rivalries and things like that, but all the booking in terms of deciding the matches and everything is decided by the computer itself. And of course, we always play only the main events of each show. So that being said, we kick things off on Monday Night Raw with an absolutely spectacular contest with where Brodus Clay and his partner, Sweet Tea Tensai, Tons of Funk, managed to defeat Cody Rhodes and Goldust. My oh my, the reunion of Tons of Funk tonight was very impressive as Brodus Clay defeats and pins Cody Rhodes tonight. We have some triple threat action in the Divas division as Aksana, my oh my, Aksana, the ever-improving diva on the roster, managing to defeat both AJ Lee and Natalya, which is quite a feat to be held. So that was quite an impressive performance indeed. We've got Santina Marella versus Zack Ryder in the challenge of the Jobber Out of Town match. Basically sending the other person to the Smackdown roster. And Mr. Zack Ryder was victorious, which means he gets to stay and job on Raw. I don't know why this match was booked, but I just found it to be so funny, so I just kept it. Alrighty, then we've got, of course, Mr. Roman Reigns, our current Intercontinental Champion, facing off against Rey Mysterio. He is able to defeat Ray tonight, but of course Ray wants to be challenging for that Intercontinental Championship at Over the Limit. Will he get it, or will it be Chris Jericho who gets that opportunity? And of course, in our main event of the evening, a returning Big Show is gonna go one-on-one with our current WWE Champion Batista in our main event of the evening. My oh my, we've got a lot of muscle and a lot of power in that ring tonight, so it is sure to be quite an explosive matchup indeed. My goodness, this is quite an interesting matchup. I don't think Batista and Big Show have had a lot of matches, to be honest. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it doesn't feel like they've had a lot of one-on-one contests. At least, that's what I would think, but I could be absolutely wrong about that. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Batista opens up with a couple of big right hands right to the stomach. Very smart of him to try to take away some of the, of course, oxygen tank that the Big Show has, which would already be limited as it is, just due to his size. I'm not trying to make a fat joke or anything like that. Batista with a nice reversal, and then the big clothesline he fires off, but misses. Big Show very quick from the get-go here. I must say, I'm quite impressed by the way that the Big Show is able to keep up a really great momentum early on. And look at that strength showcase from the Big Show. The WWE Champion Batista is certainly in trouble. The big headbutt right to the shoulder of Batista. That's definitely going to take away some of the firing power of those arms. And of course, that means that takes away some of the most powerful maneuvers that Batista can dish out, including that spine buster and, of course, that very dangerous Batista bomb. Look at these big rights. Big Show not fancy about blocking here, but all he does is just simply go for some big right hands, and then the running bulldog from the Big Show. Not something we see very often, but it certainly is effective. Look at that big right hand. Speaking of effective, sorry, big left hand. The big punch right to the temple of the WWE Champ. And now the WWE Champion getting tossed across the ring. Uh-oh, and look at this now. Of course, a lot of people, as of late, have not been particularly big fans, I should say, of Batista. Oh, nice reversal. But he has been getting the job done, that is for sure. I mean, as much as he has been taking any and every tactic that he needs in order to win, whether it be against CM Punk or anybody else, he has gotten the job done, which is the most impressive part. And look at this now, Batista returning the favor, going for that arm. And now look at this though, Big Show. Big Show with a nice reversal there. Batista off the ropes for the big clothesline. Nicely done there by the Animal. Batista, who now seems to be sending Big Show into the ropes. Ooh, sorry, into the turnbuckle. Nice STO reversal by the Big Show here. And now the quick cover. The one. Only managed to get a 1 count out of the WWE Champ does Big Show. And look at this now. Oh, nicely done. Beautiful leg drop from the Big Show, who now has got the Champ pinned. And Batista kicks out just before the ref can hit the 2 count there. Oh, big boot from Batista. And look at this now. Batista going for the Irish Whip reversal from the Big Show. And then the reversal from the WWE Champ here. Batista is very game tonight. Of course, he wants to build up as much momentum as possible for, of course, the over-the-limit matchup that he has against Bray Wyatt. A lot of people still shocked by the fact that Bray Wyatt is going to be challenging for the belt. A lot of people were shocked that it was the Wyatts who responded to the challenge when Batista called out a challenge from anyone on the roster. And it was the Wyatts that made their presence known. More specifically, of course, the leader of the Wyatts, Bray Wyatt, who's going to be challenging for the belt. As he has said, you know what? If he wants to rule this kingdom in his way, he's gonna need the key to the kingdom. And the key to the kingdom, as he has said himself, is of course that WWE Championship. And look at this now, Big Show. My goodness, nearly decapitating Batista there. Oh my gosh. All the oxygen from Batista's chest is certainly out of there after Big Show stomps right all over him. And look at this now, Big Show. Big Show might be setting something big here. He might be setting something big up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, look at this now. Uh-oh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, my God. A move like that could, first of all, of course, shorten your career. But second of all, more importantly, for the short term, I can't talk, my goodness. Of course, that has a lot of hindrance in the potential, of course, tag team. Sorry, not tag team, but the title match that the Batista has with Bray Wyatt, of course. By the way, guys, I'm really sorry if my commentary is going to be a little bit rusty. I don't know why I went into an accent. But yeah, it might be a little rusty just because, of course, I've taken a week off because I was sick and stuff. So I'm a little off than what I used to be. Uh-oh. Batista's in trouble here. And look at this now. Oh, nice reversal. And now Batista with a reversal of his own. The ref is still counting. The ref is counting here. This is a dangerous situation to be in. And look at this now, Big Show realizing this. And Big Show seems to be like he's going to be satisfied with just a count-out victory. Batista, though, slides into the ring just on time. And tries to fire off a clothesline. And unfortunately for him, he is unsuccessful, very much so. Uh-oh. Nice reversal, though, from Batista, who now follows it up with a nice spear in the corner. And a nice knee right to the Big Show's head. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Big Show might be in trouble here. Look at this now. Batista with a big move. Oh my gosh. Look at the strength from the WWE Champ here. Batista doing an absolutely tremendous job of trying to regain momentum here. Oh, tilt-a-whirl. Slam there. Uh-oh. This is not where Batista wants to be. This is not where he wants to be. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Can he land it? Oh my God. The KO punch. The KO punch right to Batista's temple. Oh my gosh. And it is the victory of the Big Show. My goodness. What a match. Who saw that coming, right? I certainly did not. I mean, but Big Show definitely making a very strong showcase tonight. And a very powerful return from the Big Show here. But look at this now. Sheamus. What the heck is Sheamus doing here? Of course, Big Show and Sheamus did have quite interesting encounters before Big Show left for a little while and has come back now. Of course, those two had a bit of a feud going on, and I guess Sheamus wasn't satisfied with the way that it ended, so I guess he's trying to get his revenge. Very bizarre turn of events there, honestly. I certainly did not expect the Big Show to be victorious there, but, of course, the WWE Champion suffers a defeat and loses quite a bit of momentum going into, of course, our next pay-per-view, Over the Limit. That being said, of course, welcome to Smackdown, where we kick things off with some high-flying action provided by Justin Gabriel, who was victorious over Heath Slater. The former WWE World Heavyweight Champion was victorious against a member of the three-man band, of course, Drew McIntyre. Ryback and Sin Cara go to war as Ryback is victorious. Of course, Ryback and Orton have been playing a one-upmanship kind of game as of late to see who will be the next contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. And speaking of the World Heavyweight Championship, Antonio Cesaro and Daniel Bryan go to war tonight, and it is Daniel Bryan who is able to defeat the World Heavyweight Champion Antonio Cesaro. And now we've got quite an interesting situation where Cesaro has got a victory over Bryan, but so does Bryan over Cesaro, and we've got a lot of momentum for both men going into Over the Limit. So we've got quite an interesting matchup set up for us indeed. That being said, of course, in our main event of the evening, we will have some tag team action as Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, The Shield, faces off against Goldust and Cody Rhodes, the Broads or Rhodes brothers. My oh my, this should be quite an interesting matchup indeed. So of course, a lot of talent in this ring, that's for sure. Goldust and Cody Rhodes, though, suffering an interesting loss to Brodus Clay and Tensai, the newly reunited Tons of Funk. So it's going to be very interesting to see whether or not they're going to be able to actually, and advance to the next show. No, that's not what I want to do. I just don't want to join, because you guys said that you want me to watch some matches and like commentate just on the match. So that's what I'm going to try to do every now and then, is to just kind of see how the CPU, what kind of a match the CPU can put on. So here we go. We're opening things off with, of course, Dean Ambrose and Goldust. Nice maneuver there from Ambrose, who now goes right for the shoulder. Very smartly done there by Dean Ambrose. Of course, a very, very smart tactician, I should say, is Dean Ambrose. He's definitely a very clever performer in that ring. He does take a lot of risk in the ring, but he is always trying to find and pinpoint a weak point on his opponent's body and then just maximize all of his offensive tools on that one weak point. So he is not too looking for a glorious victory. He's just looking for the victory, and he will do whatever it takes to get it. Look at that! Oh my goodness, what a drop kick from Ambrose. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, is the fact that Ambrose is ready to do things like that. An absolutely out of nowhere kind of drop kick right to the knee, which puts his opponent, of course, in a lot of danger, because that is the kind of move that can jam your knee up and cause a lot of really serious injuries if you step on it wrong. So I guess Ambrose, then again, as I said, he doesn't care. He just needs to win, and it doesn't matter what it's gonna take. The nice twisting neck breaker there from Ambrose, of course, and it looks like he is that was a little interesting. Ambrose kind of mocking the Undertaker. Of course, a few years back, the Shield did lay out the Undertaker, and we never saw that storyline kind of unfolded, kind of ended with the Shield laying out the Undertaker. So it's going to be interesting to see if we ever see those two forces clash ever again. That would certainly be quite an interesting turn of events. But of course, we are still trying to determine a clear tag team #1 contenders against Bray Wyatt's, of course, Wyatt family, which would be, of course, Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper, who are our current tag team champions. And it's quite interesting to think, actually, if Bray Wyatt is victorious at Over the Limit against Batista, which, considering the loss that Batista suffered to the Big Show, it could be that Bray Wyatt has gotten into the head of Batista and has definitely started to make Batista doubt himself, because I think, from what I believe, that was the first match that Batista has lost since his return, since he had returned against John Cena at WrestleMania. Then he defeated CM Punk, he's defeated Dolph Ziggler. He's been undefeated up until this point, up until he has started to encounter the man who is known as Bray Wyatt. I don't believe Batista has suffered a defeat. Now he has. So it's very interesting to see the power of Bray Wyatt's mind games is absolutely showing. And it's going to be interesting to see if Bray Wyatt is victorious, then the entire Wyatt family can potentially be holding championship golds. It's going to be very interesting to see if the Wyatt family can get that accomplished. But speaking of the Wyatt family, of course, they would have to defend their tag team gold against one of these teams here, which would be either the Shield or Cody Rhodes and Goldust. So it's going to be quite an interesting matchup, of course. Initially, it was supposed to be the Shield challenging for those belts, but then the Shield suffered a loss to the Rhodes brothers, and the board of directors decided, and the authority decided that, hey, you know what, there is, well, an interesting tag there between Ambrose and Seth. Quite interesting indeed. But I have to say, of course, there was kind of a big pushback from the authority to say that, you know what, maybe these guys don't deserve to contend for the belts. Then it was, of course, Cody Rhodes and Goldust suffering a defeat to the Shield again. And then after that, of course, Cody and Goldust lost to Tons of Funk. So that throws that team into the mix. So we've got quite an interesting and dynamic time going on in the tag team division, where everybody is so evenly matched that on any given night, any one of the teams can win, and we have not got just one dominant tag team. Of course, as I say this, I hope that the Wyatts don't appear and kick my butt, because, of course, those guys have been on absolute tear as of late, but they have lost to the Dudleys before. So, of course, they took those belts from the Dudleys, but still, they have lost to the Dudley Boys. So we've got a really dynamic and interesting kind of landscape, I guess would be the right word, in the tag team division right now. But as you can see here, of course, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins doing a good job ever since Cody has tagged into this match. They've done a really good job of grounding Cody Rhodes and keeping him relatively on their side of the ring and just maintaining that momentum. And now look at this. Rollins shifting his attention to Goldust. I'm not sure how much value there was in that, but now Cody shifting his attention to Ambrose, and he nails him with a big right hand. And now he shifts his attention to Rollins, and that might have been a big mistake on the behalf of course, Seth Rollins and the Shield, because now Cody Rhodes can get the tag to his brother, and here comes Goldust, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, those Seth Rollins quickly trying to fire off here, trying to get momentum back for his side. And look at this brilliantly timed maneuver. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes distracted by Dean Ambrose. Oh, that was a 2 count. My goodness, I thought it was a 3. My oh my, what a turn of events. I could have sworn Seth got him there, but now look at this reversal from Goldust. Another running knee. And here comes Goldust with a big tag. And Cody Rhodes is right back in this. Oh, he goes for the big right hand, misses it. And instead, Seth is able to tag in Dean Ambrose. Now the quick reversal from Cody. My goodness, what an absolutely tremendous tag team contest we have here. And this is exactly going back to what I said earlier on in this matchup, that our current tag team division is absolutely incredibly talented and stacked. I mean, you have to think that we've got a Smackdown main event with some tag team wrestling. I am proud of that. I think that that is an absolutely fantastic fact, that we have some tremendous tag teams able to perform at a main event level. That is something that has not been a fact. Oh my goodness, what a powerbomb from Dean Ambrose there. That has not been a factor in the WWE for a long time. I mean, ever since maybe the Hardys, and honestly, you could maybe even make the argument that since the Hart Foundation and all those tag teams, we really have not had such a really great tag team landscape. And look at this now, Goldust with the big rights and lefts here, hammering Dean Ambrose. And honestly, again, this is one of those times where I bet you that Dean Ambrose wishes that they didn't wear those vests, because imagine getting chopped by that. I mean, that plastic is digging into your skin. You could definitely make the argument that it hurts Goldust's hand probably as well. So I'm not sure the legality of this thing, but look at this now. Beautiful delivery from Seth Rollins as he drops the knee right to the gut of Goldust. The pin in their side of the ring. The one, Goldust able to kick out, but Cody, just in case, getting into the ring, he was ready to save his partner, his brother, if he needed to do so. And look at this now, Seth has got Goldust in trouble, and Cody realizing that, definitely making his way into the ring. Then he has to stop Dean Ambrose just in time, and now those two are going at it. Cody Rhodes realizing that the referee told him that they need to clear the ring or else they would be disqualified. Same goes for Ambrose. And now the two bulls definitely go back to their sides of the ring here. And look at this now. The big knee. Ooh, and the clothesline from Goldust. Goldust has been doing some of his best work, honestly, in my personal opinion. The quick tag here to his brother Cody Rhodes, who now locks up with Seth Rollins right in the middle of the ring. And this is honestly still anybody's game at this point. the big jawbreaker there to Cody. And oh, that hurts. That certainly does hurt. Now the quick cover. I think Seth should have carried Cody over to the other side of the ring. That could have been a 3 count, honestly, because then Goldust might have not been able to actually make it in for the tag. Speaking of tags, where's Dean Ambrose? Looks like he was trying to get involved with Goldust, but he's nowhere to be found for his partner now, as his partner's getting hammered by Cody Rhodes. Oh, but now Seth fighting out of it with a couple of big elbows there. And look at this, there's Dean Ambrose finally back. Oh, Seth wanted to go for the tag. Another reversal from Seth Rollins. Oh, the rope break. Nice ring presence there from Cody Rhodes. The quick tag to Dean Ambrose. Cody Rhodes, I think, should have gone there for the tag himself, because I think that would have been a much smarter play. And there it is. The conclusion from, of course, Dean Ambrose. And this might be the end. Dean Ambrose delivering that absolutely hellacious front face DDT. The 1, the 2, the 3. The Shield wins again. And I honestly have to say, now I want to see the Shield versus the Wyatts for that tag team championships. For those tag team championships, I should say. That was an absolutely tremendous tag team contest offered up by both teams. An absolutely tremendous night here. Capped off, or I mean, we've had an amazing night overall, but then an amazing main event to cap it all off with some great tag team wrestling as the Shield, of course, or 2 parts of the 3 members of the Shield, I should say. Of course, 2/3 of the Shield, that's what I wanted to say. 2/3 of the Shield are able to be victorious tonight as Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose defeat Cody Rhodes and Goldust. And I have to say, and I have to believe, that we will see the Shield versus the Wyatts for that tag team gold. So that being said, of course, guys, there you have it. That concludes another WWE Universe Mode episode. If you guys enjoyed it, please smash that like button, share the videos with your family and friends, and favorite the videos as well. Of course, I will catch you guys next time. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later, alligators. Thanks all for watching, guys. Peace out. See you later, alligators.